All right, guys, I feel like some people might get a little upset by this, by the title, but yes, it is true. I just sold this SRT-10 Ram pickup truck, a Dodge. So Dodge Ram SRT-10 Viper powered pickup truck, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna flip this around, show you guys the truck, explain a little bit more why I sold it, and get into the whole video. So let's go. All right, so here is the truck, you guys. She's all cleaned up, and it is the night before getting picked up. So new owner is flying in out of New York and coming to get this thing. So just finished cleaning it up and essentially getting it ready. So here she is. Kind of just give you guys a walk around, explain a little bit more about the truck, and then also explain why I ultimately chose to sell it. So if you guys do or don't know, this is a Ram 1500 or Ram SRT-10 Viper powered pickup truck. So this came with 505 horsepower, I believe. I can't remember if it was 500 or 505 either one of the two. And yeah, it's a really fast truck. It was the fastest production pickup truck for a while. It kind of was Dodge's answer to the Ford Lightning. And yeah, it was one of the fastest production pickup trucks for the longest time. I'll pop the hood while I kind of explain a little bit more. So this truck, if you guys do or don't know, yes, Viper powered. It's got a 6-speed manual. The only, I guess, performance mod to this is just the K&N intake. But this truck has 29,000 original miles. So we've had it since pretty much new. So I've put most of those miles on this truck. 24-inch Hellcat replica wheels, and I kept everything to put this truck back to completely stock. So they only made 200 of these trucks. A little bit of a fun fact for you guys: they never made a white SRT-10 Ram. They only made white with blue stripes, and there was only 200 of them. The other colors are silver, black, red, and yellow. There also was a Viper Truck Club or Viper VOA edition, which was blue with white stripes. But yeah, and they also made a night edition in 06. There was a couple more ones, but yeah, you can see right there, commemorative edition. This is number 168 out of 200. Also kind of interesting about this particular one, with it being the commemorative one, so it came with blue stitching. So all the stitches where you would normally see, I think they're gray on all the other SRT-10 Rams, they're all blue. So even on the steering wheel, all blue stitching, and anywhere there's stitching on the truck, you can see over here, blue stitching, blue on the shift boot, even blue on the shift knob. It's a little bit hard to see, but there is blue stitching there. So anyways, that's pretty much it. 6-speed manual, T56 transmission, and only 29,000. I don't know if it'll show. I think you have to open the door. Yeah, so I think you have to open the door, but this thing's only got 29,000 miles. I can't remember on the older trucks how you see the mileage. I swear these things used to come on. Anyways, but yeah, it's only got 29,000 miles on it. But yeah, I have all the original parts. So the original headlights, these are black housing headlights. I've actually got all the parts over here in the boxes: original headlights, original fog lights. It's got all the stock suspension because it's got a bit of a lowering kit on it. And yeah, all the stuff. And then the stock wheels are actually in the truck. So the owner's going to be driving this back to New York and taking all the stock stuff with him as well. But yeah, it's been a fun truck, but let me explain why I decided to ultimately sell it. All right, so if you guys do or don't know, most of the time you'll see me in the shop. So this is the front garage to my place, and this is where a lot of times I keep the SRT-10 truck and then also keep my Viper car. And that's mostly the reason why I am getting rid of this. There's a few different reasons, actually. One, if I need a pickup truck, if I need to use a truck, I use the EcoDiesel. That's, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's over there in the driveway. So I use the EcoDiesel for truck things, whether it's, you know, stuff around the house, if I need to pick something up, if I need to tow something, that's where the EcoDiesel comes in. If I need to haul something, tow something, you do truck things, EcoDiesel. So I don't use this for a truck simply because it doesn't come with a factory tow hitch. It's got the bed cover on it. You don't want to scratch it and mess it up, all that kind of stuff. So there goes that. So you can't use it as a truck. You could, but these are just my reasons. Two, if I want to drive something fast, we've got something else for that. Let me flip this around and we'll go for a little walk. The short walk to where you guys mostly see all the videos. All right, so we got our 2016 Viper engine. We've got all of our tires that go racing. Mickey Thompson, we're partnered with them. So we got that, and then you can see the EcoDiesel outside. So we'll go for the short walk and I'll kind of show you guys what you guys are normally used to seeing is all the stuff back here. So if we take the ever so long walk back here, we come across the Viper. So the Viper GTS ACR, this kind of changed my whole perspective on that truck. So if I want to drive something V10 powered, Viper powered, I end up taking this car, you guys. Like, how could I not want to drive this thing? If I want to take something out for a cruise, this thing is just absolutely insane. So Viper powered, I usually end up taking this. This thing is very similar. V10, it's got the same T56 transmission, your Rowan gears. This thing looks absolutely insane. I think everybody can agree at this point, supercar. So if I want to drive something Viper, fast, you know, V10, naturally aspirated, raw horsepower, I end up taking this. So that rules out two factors. If I need a truck, I end up taking the EcoDiesel. If I want to drive a V10 manual, I end up taking this car. And here we go. So as we go into the shop, the spot that most of you guys are familiar with, here is where things get more interesting. If I want to go all out fast, we take Duke, our fully built Challenger Hellcat with over 1,000 wheel horsepower. So if I want to drive something fast, it's usually going to be this, because the Viper truck, the SRT-10, it's only got 500 horsepower. This has literally double and less weight. If I want a fast truck to drive, you guys already know, we've got this pretty much 1,000 wheel horsepower Ram single cab with the 8-speed. This truck is pretty much in the 9s. We were bottom 10s. We're gonna go back out. We just got a few things sorted out, so we'll be back at the track here shortly. But this truck is right now a 10-second truck, soon to be 9-second truck. And then if I want to drive another fast truck, as you guys know, we've got the Hellcat. So we've got the Hellcat swapped, Dodge Dakota, and it's got the full interior, 8-speed automatic, paddle shifters. This thing is an absolute beast. Not only that, but we've got our track toy. So it's our road course autocross car. We got the C5 Z06 with full aero, a bunch of goodies. This thing is a ton of fun. Again, manual, so you can row gears in that. And then not only that, we also have this motorhome. So needless to say, I have a lot of cars. So sometimes I'm just one person and it's hard to drive all of them. So these are my reasons. And for all these reasons, the SRT-10 for the most part ends up just sitting around. Hence why it's only got 29,000 miles, and it just kind of, I want to see it go to a home where somebody can actually enjoy it instead of it just sitting there. So those are the reasons why I want to get rid of it. But now let's get back to the SRT-10. I actually got to wash the Viper because it's been months since I've driven that thing, since literally the fall when we broke the oil pan. I fixed the oil pan and then I just never driven it. I've been so preoccupied with all these other cars, and I'm just one person, you guys, and it's really hard to keep all these vehicles maintained, you know, batteries good. Make sure you're moving them around so you don't get flat spots on the tires. You know, make sure the batteries are good on trickle chargers, you know, fluid changes. Not to mention registration on all these vehicles. They're all registered. Insurance on all these vehicles. It is just absolutely insane trying to manage 8+ vehicles on the road, registered, insured, ready to go. And it's too much at this point. But let's start this thing up. I'm gonna take it for one final drive, you guys. I'm just gonna drive it up the streets, nothing crazy. Just kind of show it to you guys. Also, it does have an electric cutout, so I'll show you guys what it sounds like with that open, with it closed. One final startup before she goes tomorrow. All right, so kind of interesting if you guys do or don't know. So the way this works is you put the key in the ignition. This was kind of the start of push to start vehicles. You have to turn it to on, but you can't start it this way. Then, of course, clutch in. And she runs. So there she is. 29,000 original miles. It's just telling us the parking brake is on. And this is with the exhaust cutouts open. So if I close it, it goes absolutely silent. Hopefully it comes across on the camera the same way. So look, it just sounds like a Prius. And then if we hit the open button, now it sounds good. Alright, so take it for a little drive. It sounds so good with the cutouts open. Let me put on my seatbelt so you guys don't have to listen to that dinging for our little short drive here. So this thing pops and bangs like crazy, you guys, for a bone stock truck. Like watch, 2,500. I don't know how that's coming across on the camera, but this thing sounds crazy. Row ears. Sounds so good. Comment down below, what do you guys think of this? Do you prefer a slower V10 or would you guys rather a faster Hellcat powered truck? I know which one I prefer, but curious to see what you guys say. I'm just gonna let you guys listen to this thing because that's like the best part about it. But then at the same time too, I can obviously close the cutout. Let me hit the close button. And it's just sounds like a Prius. And you just can't hear anything. Here's Gilbert. Can't do anything without Gilbert coming out. Alright, you guys, this is it. Last drive. I'll pull her back in next to the Eco Diesel. Alright guys, she's running. She's about to go to the new owner. Chris, what do you think, man?
This has been my childhood car. I remember this when I first bought my first truck in 2005. I've always said I wanted an SRT-10. I wanted this specific one, and lucky somebody tagged me in the video and we connected, and it's now heading back to New York.
Heck yeah. So he ended up getting it. We got all the spares. He did choose to keep the wheels on. What's your take on the little mods that I did?
I love the wheels. I've always loved those.
Because some people get so mad when you like modify them or mess with it all, but
it's very easy. You know, you have the original ones, you have the stock ones, so
yeah,
you still have everything. I love the way they look. Nothing I don't like about this
everything to put this thing back to stock, if he ever chooses to or anybody ever chooses to, it's in the truck right now. So it's in the bed. The wheels are there, the headlights, the fog lights, the grill, like everything.
Incredible condition. I mean, you keep these things in. I mean, I went and looked at everything. The shape that you have everything in is just incredible.
I appreciate it, man.
I'm very happy.
And you're gonna drive straight through to New York in this thing.
Yeah, we're going 1,000 miles back to New York. It's gonna be fun. I'll be driving the whole time with a smile, so it'll be easy.
Heck yeah. No, I'm very. We'll definitely keep in touch. I'm sure a bunch of people are gonna probably comment in the video that they want to see what you do or do. Maybe Whipple? Are we maybe?
My friend has already contacted his Whipple guy. He's already got an ETA on it. I'm back and forth on it.
So we'll see. Either way, we'll keep in touch with Chris. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he does or doesn't do with this. But he's got a long drive ahead of him. All right, later, dude. She is off. goes, guys. All right, guys, so there you have it. Garage is one spot more empty. So got the Viper behind us. I'm super excited for Chris. He was as excited as the day that I ended up getting that truck with my mom years ago. So let me know what you guys think down below. Like I said, those are the reasons why I ultimately ended up selling it, but it made me happy to see that it is going to the perfect owner, in my opinion. So Chris is headed on his way back. I don't know, he might try to drive all the way straight through. So let me know if you guys are interested in Chris's adventure. I think he might have a YouTube channel. He said he hasn't posted to it in a while, but comment down below if Chris should make some updates for us, or I'll try to keep you guys updated as well on this channel as well. So anyways, guys, I know some people are probably going to ask about what I'm replacing with. Right now, I'm just focused on consolidating on the vehicles we have. I have like 8 vehicles and it's getting just a little bit hectic. So I kind of want to consolidate. The next one for sale, though, I know some people might be mad about this, is the Hellcat. Also, I'm going to be offering a little reward too for anybody that can sell the Hellcat. So if you're interested in buying the Hellcat, I'm going to give somebody, if we get my asking price or somewhere in and around my asking price, I will give the person that brings the buyer to me $1,000. So plus I'll give you some merch. I'll give you some Boosted Motorsports merch as well. We got the hats. Head over to shopboosted.com if you want to buy the merch anyways, but I'm thinking that's what we do. Comment down below what you guys think about that. Hellcat up on the chopping block next. $1,000 to whoever brings me a buyer and a completed sale on the Hellcat. I'm thinking we might try to do that, and we'll see if we can get that one moved as well. So anyways, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you guys in the next video.